many of you know that the nomad life is near and dear to my heart. And today, I've got a pretty exciting show ahead for you. Over the last 4 months, while my micro tiny home was being built, I was living in my SUV. Now, that's nothing new for me. This time around, since I left my tiny home in Georgia and sold that on the lease lot, I have been living in Happy Haven Toyota Highlander SUV for close to 9 months now. Before I got my tiny home, where I was there for a year and a half or so, maybe a little longer, maybe a little less, I lived in my Toyota Highlander for, I'd say, almost a year and a half. And before that, I was living in the Acura sedan. Now, a lot of you already know that who've been following me a long time, but we have a lot of new people too, so welcome. Today, I am going to show you where I slept, where I would park my wheels every night after work. Sometimes on days when I wasn't working, where did I go? Like, how do you do that in one local area for 4 months without somebody noticing that you're living in your vehicle full time? Well, I've got a plan that I set in place when I got here, or a little navigation, I should say. And one of the biggest blessings I had was that when I was hired at my job, I told them that I was having a tiny home built and that I was living in my SUV. Well, lo and behold, the store manager was just all over it. She was excited. She understood they have an RV. She understands how people do this. And she gave me permission to stay in the parking lot where I worked. Yeah. Never in my life did I have a job and where, I can't say never, because Walmart allowed me that too in Montana. Yeah, so this was quite the blessing, but I didn't stay there on my days off because I didn't want to see my coworkers coming and going and them seeing me. So I only stayed there on nights like when I would be working past 5 o'clock and it was dark. And I would probably leave like by anywhere between 6:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning. I was gone. Kept it really low key. No employee ever said, "Hey, Linda, what kind of vehicle do you have? Do you live in your car?" Like they didn't do any kind of curious. And the store manager told me that she was just going to let her managers, like the grocery manager and the customer service manager and the assistant manager, she was going to let them know what I was doing. And I mean, really, there was no one in the parking lot all night, and I wasn't in the least bit scared. Just a good, safe area. And then I also went to 3 other places, and you'll have to keep watching to see where those main places were that I stayed. And I rotated around and I pre-planned, usually a week in advance. I'd put on the calendar where I was going to be staying. And sometimes I switched that around, but before I would go into work, I would put all my shades up. And when I got off work, I would just crawl inside Happy Haven and let the world go by. So with no further ado, I am going to show you my special spots and why I chose the spots that I did and how I navigated over almost 4 months' time living in my SUV while my tiny home was being built. And I really do hope you've enjoyed the whole Tiny Build series. Now, stay tuned. February, we're going to be showing you the open house and everything all finished, and a lot new videos coming up about what it cost in a general census and the steps to doing a micro build and everything in between. So that is something to look forward to. But I am off to Arizona here, and we'll be sharing with you lots and lots of fun stuff about nomad life and people in the nomad life. So with no further ado, once again, hope you'll join me. Last day of work. going to show you everywhere I've been parking, literally for the last 4 months. And this is one of my mainstays right here in the workplace parking lot. And I'll show you my other corner. 8:30 in the morning, and this is the other corner that I parked. Not as often as up above that I just showed you, but very secure, no one in the parking lot. There's the other spot where that big pretty tree is. Just getting up now. I slept in late, I worked late. This is the spot where I would come in the mornings after leaving the work parking lot. And sometimes I would sit here for 2 or 3 hours doing videos, working on stuff, paperwork. Many times throughout the last 2 months of building my home, I had to leave to go out to the property, and I would stay out there and do work and do videos. But this was definitely a hangout right here. Put my makeup on here, got dressed here, all inside my little happy haven, and then would head over to work. This was just absolutely one of the routines. This parking lot is a restaurant parking lot that doesn't open until 11. And across the way is Walmart. A couple times I walked over there from here, and I parked at Walmart on the days that I was not working late. But watch the intro where I do a lot of explaining of my moving around. This was my morning routine once I got over to this little spot I just showed you. Heat up my water, make my instant coffee, folded up my bedding over there, and let me show you what I'm doing in the front. Walking. Right now I just washed my face with my wipes that I keep in here. Here's my eye makeup remover. This is some cologne my daughter got me. I just love it. And yeah, makeup remover, my little toothbrush and toothpaste and moisturizer. And this is my makeup bag, guys. All my lipsticks and my makeup. Oh, forgot to show you one more thing here. Around here in the corner is where I keep my makeup mirror. And I hang it right on the dash. Or not the dash, but the steering wheel. How cool is that? Oh my gosh. I was given this gift. I'll tell you about it later. Jesus loves you. Yay. That's it. Makeup, coffee, hang out, work, run errands, go to the property, and work some more. I wasn't over in the restaurant parking lot in the morning or after. Sometimes that was the place where there was shade in the morning. And now sun is not the issue it was several months ago, or hunting for shade. And I would come over to the Home Depot parking lot, cozy up here, put my curtains in the windows, get dressed here in the nook, see? And head over to work. My work is close by, like 5 minutes. And I just was, happy camper right here, next to a tree, backed in. And we just hang out here. If the sun hit the other spot, then I come over here, hunt for some shade, or just for a little different view. cool, huh? And these were my spots, and I'm going to show you a couple more places I slept. I had 4 main places. So two more to go of where I parked at night. 3 more, actually. Here, guys, I'm in the little console area, and I just swing my feet over top and sit down here to get dressed. Gotta put my, there we go. Now I've got my little dressing room, and I'm ready to go to work now. It's my last day. Comfy shoes, I highly recommend these. Nice cushioning, Skechers, slip-ons. 2 minutes to get ready for work besides my makeup. It's a beautiful sunrise. Yes, and here is my beautiful Walmart spot. 3 trees. I always parked near these 3 trees. I only had like 2 spaces in this lot that I would park. Tioga over there. And there's probably only, I don't know, throughout the night, maybe 15 cars in here, if that. Many nights it was pretty empty. And yeah. I parked a couple times against those trees. I don't know, I just didn't feel as good about that over there. Tucked in like that. One night there was somebody sleeping in the bushes over there behind me, and that was pretty weird. So I like to park near trees, and there you have it. Morning time at Walmart, and this is very close by to where I worked, so on my days off this would be my choice rather than the work parking lot. On the other side, I did park across the way near Whataburger a couple times in a corner, but it was 24 hours Whataburger, a little bit more noisy. Yeah, a couple nights I had noise here. Some rappers would come by, and a couple nights a Walmart truck would park and leave its generator running, but other than that, this was a very quiet area. It's a sign you don't always see. RV parking limited 24 hours. Thanks, Walmart. Just show you quickly the other spot. Here's the other spot I parked. And this was, near the stop sign, Whataburger across the way. It was okay. I wanted to switch it up a little bit, but this was not ideal. I liked being on the other side. So, less movement if I came in here around 5 o'clock, 5:30. It was less busy on the other side. Been a favorite over the last 4 months. Come here every, I don't know, couple weeks or so. I know the guy in charge here. I had shared with you some significant thoughts that he had given me. And it's just about, I don't know, 5:30 now. Truckers in the distance. Yep. Beautiful nighttime sky. Just a few more vehicles down below there. And I'll show you more in the morning. A little more in the morning. And then I have one more place to show you. So keep watching. I've got like a total of 4 places that were my mainstay. And then a couple others that were just like one time. 8 a.m. guys, this is the spot. What, we've got, I don't know, 10, 12 cars here. Yes, my nighttime haven. I've probably stayed here, I don't know, maybe 6 times, 6 or 8, like twice a month. What a great little reprieve. And I would basically sit in my front seat. Unless I was cooking, I would go into the nook. And this was the view. You know, I'd face out. And that's the view. And now I'm gonna move up to the front area. I've also parked there overnight, and I'll show you that. We are up above. Oftentimes I would park here for the shade, like, I don't know, early afternoon. And then for evening, I would go down to that last spot there in the corner so that my door, where I sleep, was facing out and not next to anybody. So there you have it. There you have it. California plates. People from all over here. People from all over. Yes, indeed. Here is the other corner spot. Always shoot for a corner. My 3 little trees. I go round and round here. My trucker friends up there. Watch them coming and going. See? One corner, this corner, and a nice walking path here. Sometimes if I stayed 2 nights, I would park down below the first night and move up here the second night. Although knowing the guy who gave me permission here was awesome. Remember, I did a little talk about him. But I'll go on a little walk here in a bit. And I've even sat at that picnic table and the one down yonder and below and had various salads, sandwiches, lunches, soups, whatever. There you have it. A little bit of traffic noise to lull me to sleep or to watch in the morning. Early morning. Look, it's the birds. They're flying south. And the moon. This is my love's parking space. Let me step back here. Yes, this is the corner, the premium lot, the premium room. And there were a few times I was in the corner where that BMW is, and then also up above here where the truck is, to the left of the truck in the corner. Those were my spots. So here you have it, guys. The 4th and final spot. Love's was mainly when I was coming here to get a shower, like once a week. And Walmart was on my days off. Then the work parking lot and the rest area was when I wanted to take a drive and just get some reprieve for a day or two away from all the busyness. And that'll about wrap her up here. Spinning around here. Yay for Love's. Lots of people here doing the same thing. Thank you, Loves. I'm gonna go in and get some hot water now for my coffee. Blessings in your day and joy in the journey. Guess it was a full house last night. He's parked in the lane there. Wonder if these guys are going to the RTR. I wanted to show you one more thing here. This is my Happy Haven with all her shades up. So dark as dark can be. It's very, very cozy. Later.